On this episode of WGTV, phones across the state are shut down. Seniors are looking ahead to the future, and football's defense is set to hold strong. These stories and more on this episode of WGTV. Good afternoon, Wildcats, and thank you for tuning into the first episode of WGTV Season 3. Live from the Grove, I'm Camille Salinas.
And I'm Jackson Kingerski.
It feels so great to be back for Season 3 of WGTV. Jackson, what are you looking forward to most?
Well, this will be my final season with WGTV, so I'm looking to make most of my senior year and maybe even win some awards along the way.
That's a great plan. I'm a junior, so fortunately, I still have one more year. We have many exciting stories coming up, but first, Jackson is going to catch you up on what's been happening at the Grove. Jackson.
Thank you, Camila. Bringing good news to the desk today, our principal, Mr. Toth, has finally been able to ring the bell after completing months of chemotherapy.
Bring it.
So far for the 2025 to 2026 school year, Mr. Toth has been out and battling cancer with everything he has. And he says that sometime within the next few weeks, he will be able to return to campus for good. In the words of Mr. Toth himself, 20 rounds of chemo in 12 weeks is no joke. Without a doubt, the most mentally and physically exhausted I've ever been. But today, I heard one of the greatest sounds ever, and I'm done. Homecoming is right around the corner, meaning it's mum season. The deadline to order your mums is Wednesday, September 3rd. Orders can be placed at www.themumshop.com. Again, that is www.themumshop.com. Students are expected to receive their orders at the school on September 9th, and the QR code for the website is also on the screen. It's been 10 days since H-E-B opened their newest store here in Prosper. Located at the intersection of Frontier Parkway and the Dallas North Tollway, the store has had an explosive opening and even commemorated multiple 5-digit donations to several charities. The brand continues to expand their reach in the DFW area with plans for stores in Denton, Irving, and Dallas itself. The town of Prosper is looking to see over $192 million worth of bonds for improvement projects throughout the city. The bond aims to receive support for expansions of the Prosper Police Department, construction and maintenance of roads, and additions to public parks. Also in the bonds is a plan to relocate the Prosper Library separate from the town hall.
Texas schools are going through a key transitional moment with House Bill 1481 taking effect. Students' personal communication devices are no longer allowed during instructional time. Cruz Engstrom looks into how this is affecting the Grove.
Burn it.
With instructional time for students being defined as the moment the first bell rings to the last, Texas House Bill 1481 is designed to keep students focused on learning during the school day. But the law's effects are being seen in other areas of campus as well.
It's an adjustment for our kids, and so especially in those common non-instructional times. But I'm seeing kids talk to each other. I'm seeing heads up in the cafeteria. I've seen kids bring Uno cards and board games and interact. They're learning interpersonal skills, and so I'm only seeing benefits right now.
While some students have found the adjustment difficult, teachers have already seen the benefits of the new policy, including increased student engagement and fewer distractions.
So far it's been really good. I've seen a lot of students participating well. They're following the expectations and they're actually seem like they're more engaged, like with our class expectations. But also they just seem to have a better, funner time in class. Like they're actually really enjoying being here. I can see that they're actually engaged with people around them, so they're actually getting involved like with their table groups more. And so far they've just done a really good job not actually feeling like they have to go to it, but entertaining themselves in other ways or getting involved more with like our material or our class stuff.
House Bill 1481 isn't just about phones. It also applies to other personal communication devices, specifically personal laptops. This is a key part of the legislation, as many students often use them for games and other activities during instructional time.
Well, students with like MacBooks, like some of my friends, they would like pair their phones to it and they would usually be on their phones during classes, but now they can't do that anymore. So I would definitely say that I think they're more productive now with like their classworks and stuff.
With the second week of classes complete, the new policy seems to be a success. But the real test will be to see if the positive changes can last throughout the school year. For WGTV, I'm Cruz Engstrom.
Phones across the state are on shutdown, leaving students to rely on their Chromebooks. Make sure your personal devices are off campus from 8:43 through 4:15.
The House did not stop at just personal communication devices. It is now state law that either parents or guardians must approve what clubs or organizations their student joins. A Google form is sent out in this week's Wildcat Weekly for parents to fill out. And if you would like to join a club, this form needs to be completed. And as summer comes to an end, heavy rain begins to stretch across North Texas. According to CBS News, over 460 flights out of DFW have been delayed. The rain will continue to move southward as the days progress.
Seniors started their year together at the annual Senior Sunrise. Hudson Acosta shows how they've been marking their beginning of the final year.
The sun is rising on a new school year, and for the class of 2026, it's the first sunrise of their final year in high school. Seniors are here to celebrate, reflect, and look ahead to the future.
For me, it kind of signifies the start of my last year of high school, and it's kind of the last time I'm gonna have an event like this where everyone's together before my last year of high school. It really just signified the end, well, the start of the end of my high school career.
At Senior Sunrise, incoming seniors wrote themselves letters to be opened at the end of their high school journey.
The letter I wrote to myself at Senior Sunrise was, "Dear future Sharika, you've graduated, or almost at least. You've been looking forward to this moment since the seniors your freshman year graduated, so I hope senior year was everything you wanted and more. Regardless of what goes down this year, I'm proud of you. I feel like there needs to be some self-love here because I know there were probably times you were hard on yourself, not just this past year, but all throughout school. Nonetheless, I can't wait for what the future holds, and I hope you're ready for the journey you're about to go on. This isn't the end, just the start of a new beginning."
For many seniors, writing their letter is a reminder of how quickly their last year of high school will pass.
Senior Sunrise, it means a lot to me because this is our last event as a senior group, and I'm very happy that I get to share it with one of my best friends, Stacy. It's definitely surreal, and I'm very emotional.
Every sunrise marks a new beginning. In May, seniors will open their letters they wrote to themselves at Senior Sunset. For WGTV, I'm Hudson Acosta.
For the class of 2026, this sunrise is the first of many moments that will define their senior year. Moving on from the first sports segment of the year, Austin Cunningham is in studio to give you your sports recap.
Thanks, Camilla. This Tuesday, the Wildcats took to the Walnut Grove Arena for Meet the Wildcats, showcasing all fall sports and fine arts. The evening featured performances by the drill team, cheerleaders, and band, alongside introductions of athletes from football, volleyball, cross country, and more. Though sports are just getting into swing at the beginning of this school year, Wildcat athletes are already bringing home victories and game-changing plays. Now it's time for the top 3 plays of the week. Let's check out the best moments from around the Grove. Our number 3 play of this week comes from the gridiron, where varsity football took the field for a scrimmage against Hebron. Although a scrimmage, watch number 41, Tate Stickland, as he tracks the ball, goes up and snatches it out of the air for the interception. It's defensive plays like that we hope to see a lot more of this season. Coming in at number 2, we're on the court with girls varsity volleyball. Here you see Danielle Whitmire with a perfect set to Kate Clegg, who slams it home with a crushing spike. You definitely don't want to be on the other side of that one. Coming in at number 1, we head to the natatorium where we have girls varsity water polo. Watch this, Sayla sits, fights off a defender, lobs it up ahead to Zoe Sauter, who weaves around 2 defenders and slams it home for the goal. Bringing it back to football, this year's defensive line prepares for the season ahead. Luke Kemper has the story.
We're excited, man. As far as the dark alley thing goes, we want to make guys that are dangerous and good.
Last season pitted Wildcat football against tough competition in the District of Doon. Seguin, Anna, and Lovejoy challenged defensive seniors from those matchups, making huge plays, and were key in bringing home a district championship. In their absence, 11 defenders are putting it on the line this season.
Definitely building new bonds because we were close. We traveled, my whole sophomore year, we traveled as a team together 30 hours in a bus together. So losing those seniors, because they're all juniors that year, really affected us. But I feel like we all made new bonds. We're starting to hang out more as a team outside of just football, but also just being a family and just respecting each other and being the best we possibly can as a team.
As the team grows closer as a family, the Dark Alley defense is aggressive, physical, and the type of player you want on and off the field.
So we lost several of our linebackers. We lost one of our starters at D-line, and then we lost both of our corners. So we have a lot of spots to fill, but we have a lot of young guys that do a really good job for us. So, and we have a decent amount of returners too that were either starters or in the mix, at least got some time, that are really starting to show some of their maturity. So we're excited about that.
As the Dark Alley defense trains to exceed last year's performance, the drive of the team is at an all-time high.
Yeah, like I would say receiver like Luke Watkins or, Parker DeVenny, like those linebackers. I'd say they definitely boosted our confidence as a team. But I think overall this year's potential is the most it's ever been. I think we have a chance to play in December if we want to. It just depends how bad we want and how we work.
Parker's confidence for the team to play this December relies on everyone working as not just a team, but a family.
Like I said, my voice is mainly, but also been working on my speed and trying to get faster, get more of the calls out faster so less busts happen, and just working on the team in general.
For WGTV, I'm Luke Kemper.
With new players being trained in place of the graduated seniors, the team continues to train for the up-and-coming season. That's all for your sports recap. Don't forget you can catch highlights, scores, and updates on our weekly shows. Never miss a minute by subscribing to WGTV's YouTube channel. I'm Austin Cunningham. Now back to the desk, Camila and Jackson.
Thank you, Austin. That's all we have for today's episode of WGTV. For WGTV, I'm Jackson Kingerski.
And I'm Camila Salinas. Thanks for watching, and remember, Real Wildcats set the standard.